Nerderotic.com.
Welcome back to Nerderotic. My name is Gary Beekler, and I come to you from Nerderotic.com. And once again, we are here with an Anas Abdin lawsuit update. This time with an Anas Abdin interview. Now, real quick, I want to get this out in time so you can view this before you watch the next episode of Star Trek Discovery. So we're going to get right to it with a brief recap of what the lawsuit is about, and then we're going to get to the interview. Anas is the creator of the game Tardigrades, a point-and-click adventure that will be available on Steam. Star Trek Discovery and Tardigrades. I've been approached lately by some of my fans via Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and the AGS forums about several similarities between the new series Star Trek Discovery and my point-and-click adventure game Tardigrades. I honestly don't know how to begin this article, so I prepared a few screenshots from both the TV show and my game for comparison. I am doing this to clarify that I haven't stolen ideas from the show at all, since all of my posts from the devlog are dated years before the show. Tardigrade production announcement was on May 8, 2014. The devlog can be found here. The game is about a civilization that lived on Earth 20,000 years ago. They are on the verge of intergalactic travel using giant tardigrades to travel anywhere in the universe. The main character, Carter, is a botanist whom will discover later in the game the connection between the super tough creature and instantaneous space travel. I've made several promo videos that can be found on my YouTube channel that show my ideas of space travel using giant tardigrades. The following two videos are what triggered most of the Tardigrades fans to contact me. My Twitter friends also told me how some of the characters resemble a lot of common traits between the show and the game. For instance, one of the main lead characters of Tardigrades, a female that comes from an area that is now Central Africa. Remember, the game is set at 20,000 BC. I also have a homosexual couple, with each of the men assigned in different parts of the solar system. They are bearded, Middle Eastern Aziz and his boyfriend Ty, who's in a dangerous situation. Later on in the game, another character is imprisoned with Aziz. His name is Masiek, a very white blonde dude. Then Anas defends him a little bit for having a diverse crew. It is pretty relevant these days, but he just points out that there's a lot of coincidences here. There was also a situation that matches Stamets' situation in the pilot episode. Not to forget that Paul has a friend in another Federation ship that gave him a hint of a long-distance relationship, just as Aziz, Jupiter Orbit, and Ty, Titan Base, from Tardigrades. But the big thing is the giant blue tardigrade that helps you travel through time and space. That, coupled with all the other similarities, makes this a very interesting case. I believe Anas has a case, or I wouldn't be doing these videos. Now to the interview. Has this experience changed your views on Star Trek? This whole situation has not changed my views on Star Trek. I think Star Trek as literature has been a victim of greed, being handled and treated by unoriginal authors. In principle, I wish they had never done this. This game is literally my life's work up until now. When someone breaks and enters your head, fishes for ideas, and then claims that they are their own, the pain and the disappointment are devastating. Tardigrades was intended to be commercialized, and the revenue was my only hope to relocate my family for better medical treatment options. I'm just a simple man trying to provide a healthy life for my parents with my own earnings. I worked for years to create this project for this reason, and then they ripped off my idea. The damage is done, and they left me in a bad situation where I'm trying to finish developing a spoiled game. Now, here's my speculation. Look what he might be dealing with in the future. Say the dust settles and he goes out and makes his game. Look at the crap he is going to get from Star Trek fans. Look at the crap I get from Star Trek fans. Look at the crap my fellow YouTubers have gotten from Star Trek fans, to threats, physical threats over a television show. Just imagine what he's going to get when he puts his game up. What inspired you to create the game? I'm a fan of science fiction. The games I develop are point-and-click adventure games in the style of 90s Sierra classics like Space Quest. I have already developed 2 space-themed games. Tardigrades is my 3rd space-themed adventure game. Did you ever think that the game would lead to the present situation? Honestly, yes and no. The game Tardigrades became viral among the adventure game forums and other media outlets. The number of views were skyrocketing, making it the top adventure game of all time before CBS/Netflix were involved. I was sure that someone would draw inspiration from it, but not to this extent and not from Star Trek. This must be extremely stressful. Do you have advice for fans/small creators who want to do something similar? First of all, I don't believe in the word small. A creator's mind with original ideas is treasure. I advise every new creator to do their own thing. Follow their own styles and ideas. Our uniqueness is what makes this world a beautiful place. I could not agree more. Infringers and bullies are the ones making the world bad. I am saddened to be forced to advise all creators to copyright their work and ideas immediately and to keep a digital record with timestamps, post updates, and just be sincere and transparent about their work. Are there any new developments you can talk about? As you may know, on January 8th, there was a meeting between the judge and all the lawyers involved. CBS has hired one of New York's top law firms to fight me. They asked to dismiss the case, but the judge denied them and then granted me request for discovery for the Tardigrades Steam page. That means we are allowed to get private info from CBS and their employees who are related to the production of Star Trek Discovery and have Steam accounts. How are your parents? I always answer this question with, thankfully, their health is stable. At this point, with the power I have and the medical treatment we have here, I haven't seen any positive progress in their health. So being stable became a luxury and the one of two options, stable or deterioration of their conditions. My father is suffering from Parkinson's, and the treatment over here is very limited, and newer options are not even available. He's now unable to move by himself for 8 years. My mother has several medical issues, and her movement is also worsening due to bad knees. Unfortunately, the only treatments available are painkillers. What are the next steps of the suit? It's like a game of chess. I plan a move depending on the opponent's moves. How's the progress on Tardigrades? It's progressing fine. A legal part is now a main part of its production that wasn't there before. I worked on the art, music, code, and story with every free minute of my time. I poured so much of my love into the details to make the perfect game of my dreams, and I have the players experience a new unique adventure. I stopped posting teasers and trailers after Star Trek Discovery aired because people who watched the show first would think I stole the IP. And there you have it, folks. The human being Anas Abdin taking on the inhuman CBS. Again, they had every chance to take care of this. This puts nothing but mud on their face all the time. You are picking on this poor guy trying to take care of his parents and stealing his life's work. At least I believe you have. We don't know that for sure. We gotta wait and see what happens with the court case. I, for one, believe in Anas. And you know what? Show him your love on Twitter. Do a hashtag Justice for Anas. I've seen that before. I will do that today. And Star Trek fans who want to pick on this guy, just lay off him, all right? You heard him. He's taking care of his sick parents. His dad has not been able to move for 8 years. All they have is painkillers. So if you want to pick on somebody, at Nerdrotics, come at me. Throw it in the comments section. I can handle it. I can deal with it. Just remember, let's keep some perspective on this, folks. It's a television show. A television show that looks like it might have been stolen. Shame on you, CBS. After Axanar, after all the crap you've put the fans through, after changing the fan guidelines, our only hope now is that Star Trek Discovery just gets canceled. On the bright side, though, the longer it goes, it looks like the more money Anas might get. Again, hashtag Justice for Anas. If you like what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. Please share this everywhere possible. I usually don't ask that, but I'm going to ask a little extra this time. Go to nerdrotic.com for my live stream schedule. I will be covering Star Trek Discovery every episode live after it airs. Please check me out 6:40 p.m. Pacific time every Thursday night. Everybody, you have a great day, and may the small folks sing songs of your greatness.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.